I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
Talking Dicks, we're the comedy podcast spin-off to the web series The Two Dicks. I'm Al Ducharme, Studio City, California. And that, ladies and gentlemen, with his mug, that's right, his Two Dicks mug, is Al Romas in Tampa on this fine, sunny, balmy day. How are you, Al?
I'm good. I have some hot Joe in my Two Dicks mug, and it's a hot day, and that's what you do during a hot day. You drink hot Joe, and then you sweat, and you have a stroke. That's what I'm going with today, and these are available, by the way, on the Patreon, patreon.com/the2dicks. Get yourself a mug, a coaster, a T-shirt. Sign up, if you will.
Is that a 12-ounce cup, or is that a 10-ounce cup?
I'm going to call it a 10-ouncer. And that's based on nothing.
That's based on your buying marijuana days in a baggie.
I wasn't a big pot guy. Didn't do a lot of the buying of the marijuana.
No, I made the purchase a couple of times. You know, $5 bags, $10 bags, and it would last forever. I ended up giving it away. But everybody else was buying it, selling it. It was always around me, and there was a couple of years there. It was like all we were doing was getting high and going to the movies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people loved it. They still love it. I mean, now look at it's legal even here, Tampa Bay. Got the marijuana stores going, and I don't know, not interested.
Yeah,
never was.
So it's so interesting because some people are still serving their prison terms, getting 9 years, 15 years, 20 years for selling marijuana illegally. And yet there's billionaires that are buying into this stuff and making a fortune.
And you can go to the strip mall next to the gym and walk in with your bullshit card and get yourself some. They put it out on a nice little piece of felt, like a diamond ring, and here you go. Here's this and this and this, and which ones do you like? And it's completely legal, and But yeah, people are still doing hard time over the pot sale.
So it was
seems wrong.
Uncut hemp.
I'll take what's Zales? What's that? Is that Zales Jewelers?
Zales is one. K Jewelers.
K. It all your kiss begins with K, or your blowjob begins with K. What's that one? What's their slogan?
Well, you were not on the advertisement slogan team, so.
Your rim job begins with K.
Why are you so blue? I'm blue. You're not blue.
I've taken over the blue part of the show.
We had a blue alert on the last pod.
Every anal begins with K. I think it was there. I can't remember the slogan. I'm just trying to throw it out there, trying to guess. It's something like that. But K. But that's mall jewelry. I remember that somebody telling me that, it's mall jewelry. That's how they put it. Like very dismissive.
It's mall jewelry. Yeah. I did get some mall jewelry at one time. I also went to the 57th Street. Is it 57th Street? 54th Street down in Manhattan, the jewelry section. What is that called? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the Diamond Exchange.
Diamond District, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
District.
So I made purchases on both. And
Jewish. They were Jewish down there,
yeah,
I believe.
I got a good deal on the stone, and then
you got a deal, huh?
Then a better deal on the ring at a mall place.
Got a deal.
But
I got a deal.
I got a deal.
Speaking of deals, you had a deal yesterday, and it sounds like it didn't quite pan out the way you hoped.
Yes, I got in line for the Pfizer vaccine at Balboa Park, recreational park here in the Los Angeles area. And basically, if you get there at a certain time, get ahead of the line, if they have any extra doses that they're going to toss in the dumpster, they'll go down the line and give it to people. But not in order. They actually go through the line and say, are you a frontline worker? Are you 65 or older? Are you this, that, and the other thing? So they still, even if you're like the second person in line, it doesn't mean you're going to get the extra vaccine because they prioritize
any comedian.
They prioritize it. I can't talk.
Any comedians? Anyone? Can we? No? I bet there's a lot of meth heads and homeless who have been vaccinated because they live in the dumpster, and then the shit gets tossed. Then they just shoot themselves up with it. They probably, you know what I mean? There's probably like these super meth heads now who are vaccinated 25 times. What do you think of that?
I think that's a pretty good assumption because you think about needle users, right? When they see a syringe, they're always like,
they're going to grab it.
They're going to grab it.
Yeah. So then they built up now this super tolerance, and who knows what that could lead to? You know what I mean? We could have a
homeless variant,
some kind of weird, super vaccinated homeless meth heads roaming the earth.
Yeah, and then there's going to be crossbreeding, and then we all become homeless because we can't cope with living indoors. No?
I don't think that's going to happen. No, I was kidding. You took it seriously.
I did.
I took it. Sad. So you did not get your vax, is what you're saying.
I did not get my vax. I was there with comedians Kevin Flynn and Jackie Flynn, no relation. And Kevin spearheaded the whole operation. It was his third try. He had put in over 10 hours. He is so discouraged.
Wow.
He goes, I'm unemployed. I might as well stand in line.
Sure.
He lives with his girlfriend, and she's doing Zoom meetings all day. She's an exec over at Showtime, so she's like all day, and she's like, "Go out, get lost."
Right. Yeah. Go wait in line with homeless people.
Yes. So no, there was people of all ilks. There were people that were some of them
all
were
ilks.
Ilks.
What kind of ilks?
Well, there was an elk. There was a 12-pointer. Elk there.
Oh,
yeah.
Kill that fuck. I hope it's hanging on your den wall right now.
He was selling
insurance. If you're
insurance.
if you were a real man, that thing would be on your wall.
Yeah, I've seen that many times. My father was a hunter,
You've told us, yes.
Yeah, he used to hunt with Ted Nugent. I'm kidding.
Did he ever get cat scratch fever? Ted stinks, doesn't he? He stinks.
Oh, boy.
We don't like Ted. We never, not even his politics, just his music.
Okay. We're not bringing politics
Wang Tang. What was that? Wang Tang. What was that stupid song?
She's got
Wang
the
Tang.
cat scratch fever. As a
Wango Tango.
As a kid, as a 9-year-old, whatever I was, that was, I like cat scratch fever. I just, you
liked him in a loincloth. You liked to see him on his row. He would swing in a loincloth. You were like excited by that.
And
you were probably a fan.
And the issue is?
You were a fan. I'm just letting people know that you lean that way.
I lean every way, but loose. Folks, I'm on this Clint Eastwood movie kick. All the movies that I've seen before, I'm looking at them again 20, 25 years later, and I'm like, wow. He made some good movies.
I watched one the other night. Not an old Western. I watched Eastwood. I watched Sudden Impact. Da-dum.
That was not one of the better ones.
No, but it's just, I love the formula,
Yes.
It just, this time the woman, Sandra Locke, his ex-wife or girlfriend, she was killing everyone who was involved in high school rape.
Yeah, she was a serial killer.
Yeah. And then Eastwood was tracking her, but then, of course, he just joined her at the end. And the guys were over the top bad. They were just so bad.
The lead, I remember the line. One of the guys was taking her down, and he goes, "If there's anything left over, I'll give you boys a chance," or something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
Yes, yeah, and I like the old sheriff. He's talking to Eastwood, and he goes, "They're locked up." Oh, he's telling the girl. He's telling Sandra Locke, "They're locked up. They're in my jail right now." And then the guy comes around the corner. "What are you saying, fat man?"
It was amateur screenplay 101, wasn't it?
Oh, it was hilarious. He just puts one in. He just shoots him, and then the other guy goes, "Damn, not the chief." And then the other guy goes, "Oh, what's the big deal? We'll just say, she did it." And it's like, oh my God, this is so bad. But that's the one with Make My Day, and that became the whole thing. Oh, here comes Al Ducharme as Clint Eastwood in Sudden Impact. Oh, you froze.
No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to play off. Not of even that. I wanted. I wanted organic, man.
No, we've learned. We announce your impressions
before I do them, so that everybody knows what I'm doing,
and then we all enjoy. That's right. That's how it works.
You said we all enjoy. All right, okay.
But didn't Rich Little and those guys? Is that they would say Jimmy Stewart, and they would turn around, then they would come back and be Jimmy Stewart. They didn't make the audience guess who they were doing. That was the whole thing. They remember that they would go, here's
Jimmy Stewart ordering a donut. Yeah. What can I get the one with the sprinkles? I know that if you call them Jimmy's, that's actually racist.
There you go.
I didn't. I don't think it was good at all.
Off the top of your head, folks. That's comedy. That's called improvisation, and it's one of the things
it's a talent. Try not to do. It's a talent that I possess.
It's pretty good. That was pretty good. Pretty good, Stewart, for the 3 people who know who Jimmy Stewart is.
That's right.
Listening in.
That's his dog. Remember Celebrities' Pets? Remember Celebrities' Pets?
Yes.
We'd hear a bunch of comedians doing celebrity pets, how they would bark.
Yes.
Jimmy Stewart, woof, 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 woof. It was so fucking bad. It was as bad as the screenplay for Sudden Impact.
Any talking animal sucks in comedy. You know what I mean? Like a comedian making an animal talk always is kind of like, no, you know what I mean though? In a bit, I came home and my dog was like, "Where you been all night? I've been waiting for you. I've been licking my balls, waiting for you to come home." It's like,
of course, I'm going through my repertoire. I'm going, did I do anything like that? And I think I'm good.
You had the talking fish. You had those goldfish that used to talk while you were gone. Wasn't that you? You had a goldfish?
That was not me.
That was not you.
I don't believe I've done a talking fish or a talking animal.
Good man. Just a talking dick.
But I might
which can be taken.
I might do it on my next Zoom.
Oh, do you have a Zoom coming up? Do you have a big Zoom show?
I have another Zoom. It's another paid Zoom.
Paid? Really?
Yeah, I've been getting the paid ones, and some of them are donation, and actually those paid the most. So the people that are producing the Zooms are either making $50 or $5,000. We have no idea because they go, "Hey, do you want it? I'll pay you this much." We're like, "Yeah, sure. I'm in my home." But the one that was the donation, it goes by how many people were on, and a lot of people donate. So that was the best. Right. The last one was the best paying one thus far without leaving my office.
I like when you go, "What does it pay?" And they go, "Well, we don't know, but just depends." So you don't know, huh? That's the answer to that one. Okay, very good.
We're gonna get to it in a second. How about the comedy clubs that have to wait till the everything closes out before they pay you?
Oh yeah, that one where
that's not a good
they didn't
sign.
have the money. No, they don't have the money. And then I remember sitting at a bar in Chicago in a snowstorm on a Saturday night, and the guy was in his office with the door closed for like 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking to the bartender, and the bartender was like, "This isn't good, man." I go, "Yeah, I know that."
Because he's paying off his loan shark. He's sending in the payment to his ex-wife for child support and alimony. There's a whole thing. Yeah, the comedians are last. Hey, fuck it. The comedians are last.
And I have a flight at 6 a.m. and it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm sitting there waiting, and then he goes, "All right, come on in." And then you get the great line, "What did I say I'm giving you?"
Oh, motherfucker!
Oh boy! What did you say? Huh?
Towards the end? The end, when people are doing that, you said $5,000.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
I don't pay that to anybody. I'm like, well,
that's not going to happen.
I only pay $2,200. I'm like, okay, give me $2,200.
What I can do is I'll give you $500,
which is $200 more than I was going to get.
Which I'll give you $500 cash.
Oh boy!
And then you have to take a personal check, which
post-dated,
and you go, come on,
post-dated.
Yeah,
they post-dated, and then the day before, they call you and say, "Hey, can you hold off another week?" It's just ugly.
That was we both worked there. I think a week 2 apart. Crackers in Indianapolis.
Oh, that was the worst.
That was the worst. It was dead. It was dying right in front of our eyes. I did the Saturday night, and they had decent crowds, but got paid. And then the manager goes, "Hey, whatever her name was, the owner wants to talk to you on the phone." And I go, "Hello?" And she's like, "Hey, Al, listen, we're giving you the check, but don't cash it." And I go, all right, how long should I wait? She goes, I'll tell you when. I was like, oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
got the same call.
And then I knew it was real trouble because the middle act was my buddy John Consoli, and he was only making like $400.
Right.
And he got the call.
Wow.
Don't cash that check. And he's like, wow, okay. You don't have $400. The club does not have $400.
She added to me. She said, I'm going through a terrible divorce right now. It's like,
who cares?
I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
I don't care.
That's right. Not my business, lady. You don't have whatever. I managed a club for a year, and if you don't have the money's there. If you're a real club, you have money, and then you're not. But most of the clubs, or a lot of them, they are dependent upon the weekend. How does the weekend go? We'll have this guy's money or not.
But many of them were mismanaged. Many of them were horribly. The owners were taking the money out of the cash register and going out and partying, chicks, booze,
the guy
Coke.
I worked. The guy I worked for, he would just reach into the register with his hand and just take out like $800.
Don't count it,
and then go out and then leave. Miss the second show because he went out somewhere. And then you try to do these books, and the whole thing was, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. Oh yeah, but none of this makes sense now.
Yeah.
So how do we pay this guy? How do I pay him?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hey, there's some great club owners, but more than half of them were fucking pieces of shit.
No, he said Letterman said they would be go-kart track managers.
Yeah.
If they weren't comedy club owners. Yep. Basically.
Is it time for
questions?
Woohoo! Please stand by. Due to technical difficulties, we'll be right back.
I got a phone call, and then I hit the wrong, and then I hit accept instead of ignore. And terrible.
This is what you do to me. He got a phone call, ladies and gentlemen, during our Zoom podcast, and there's a way to put do not interrupt.
Yeah.
Whenever I have a technical glitch, and I go, hold on, I got to fix it. He goes, Jesus, get a new microphone.
That's not
fuck.
true.
I'm
very patient.
I gotta be somewhere in 74 hours.
I'm very patient, but well, what time was it when the phone call came in? What time was it?
It was time for
questions.
Paul Francis Riley. Oh no, that's the wrong. No, we have a question. It's not from Paul Francis Riley.
You got me all excited.
No. This is a question actually from my sister sent me this. She thought this would be a question for the show. So my sister Linda, if she's listening, I hope she is. Here we go. I gave this, so I'm just throwing it out there basically with you right now because she wrote it just a couple hours ago. If a movie was going to be made about your life, who would you want to play you?
Al Romas.
And this is for both of us.
Romas.
This is for both
Al
of us.
Romas.
It's too nuanced. I couldn't handle the Ducharme. I would be, no, we need, who would you?
A celebrity.
I think I would like
a big actor, obviously, right?
I don't know. I would like first of all, I'd like animated. That'd be fun. I'd rather have an animated movie.
So like Goofy from Disney to play you?
Goofy?
To play you?
Goofy the dog from Disney?
Yeah.
I don't see that. Maybe I'm an original drawing, perhaps. Okay. Original. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay.
In some sort of a Pixar-y way.
I see that.
You know what I mean? Okay. Three-dimensional. Mm-hmm. Three-dimensional, just as I am.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you go with as a, Hollywood actor type? It's a tough one.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
No,
do I know Mark Ruffalo? Oh yeah.
Do you see it?
All right.
Could it work? Does it? They only have to look kind of like you.
Yeah.
Because there's some handsome leading men who have played some.
I could see it, and I'm saying I could see it to just agree with you because I can't really see it, but I'm seeing it because, yeah, why not? It's a good choice.
I thought it was
good choice.
I thought it was.
Does he play you from this age on? Does he go younger? Do you want younger? It's a story of your life.
I think
I
think we're probably the same age within a year or two. Oh, a story.
You know which one I didn't?
So would you change the actor?
Story of your life. Well, you know what I didn't like was that Love and Mercy, the Brian Wilson one?
Didn't see.
Because they had two actors. Paul Dano played him as young, and he was fantastic. Then they cut to after the stroke, and it's John Cusack. It was like, what the fuck? John Cusack is Brian Wilson after the stroke. No, sir. That was awful.
Oh, I didn't.
Awful.
I'm not agreeing with that at all right now. I hadn't seen it. I haven't even seen it.
But if you watch the Paul Dano as Brian Wilson with the Beach Boys and doing pet sounds, fantastic.
I can see.
Then he has the stroke, and then they go. John Cusack's walking around and go, why is John Cusack in the movie? Oh, he's Brian Wilson now? No, that was big swing and a miss, I thought.
Have you seen The Crown?
No, sir.
They change the entire cast every 1 or 2 seasons.
I don't care for that.
That's what I thought.
Not a fan.
They pull it off. Although the first couple of episodes, you're like, because you get used to the actors.
Right.
But each actor plays it slightly different. It's kind of cool from an acting standpoint. And the thing is, if you do 2 seasons of one character and you go, oh, I like this person at this age, they seem like they're a lot of fun.
Right.
And then they go a decade later and it's a different actor, maybe a little older. They look different, but they're playing the same character. Once you make that adjustment, for me, hook, line, and sinker, it worked very well.
Why did they do that? I wonder why they did that. Why would that choice be to new actors each?
Instead of having the actor play that actor and aging them or trying to make them look younger, like in Goodfellas, Scorsese was going to hire another actor to play a young Joe Pesci character.
Right.
And Pesci said, "No, I want to play. I can do the fucking young thing." So he did an audition tape. He had already got the role, but he said he got a audition tape together and had prosthetics put on and a wig and everything. But
they had a kid who looked like him. That kid
young,
yes.
Young.
But I think it was an Asian fella.
In his 20s, they were going to use another actor. So they were actually going to use 2 or 3 actors. But so they used 2. Adolescent Joe Pesci to teens, I guess. And then adult. Yeah.
I thought that kid, they were good. The kid looked like Ray Liotta. The kid looked like Pesci. That was better than the Pesci with the prosthetics trying to look younger. I would have just kept that type of, maybe another guy. You know what I mean? I don't like the prosthetics anyway. Doesn't work. Irishman was horrible. You know, what they try.
Yeah. I didn't.
Not even prosthetic. They tried to do with digital, and that was awful. I don't know who I'd go. You know what I might go? You know where I might go in mine? Stunt casting. How about some stunt casting? I've been told Helen Hunt. I've been told people my eyes, they remind me of Helen Hunt. So I would have Helen Hunt as a dude play me. What do you think of that?
Ladies
what do you think of that, Alfred?
Please go to our patreon.com/the two dicks and make a huge donation for his medical expenses. He needs help.
I'm just saying.
He needs help.
I've been saying. I've had people.
We're out. We're out.
You look.
Pow.
Good.
We're out.
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
No, really, don't mess with me, because I don't come down to the bus station and slap the dick out of your mouth when you're working, do I? Oh, get on up here, motherfucker. Give me security. I'm sorry, man. The guy fucking came at me. What do you think, folks?
No way.
Okay, show.
All right.
Subscribe. Mary.
Patreon.com/forward-the-two-dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.